Hi, Steve. Welcome. This is Elizabeth Dankosky, founder of the Dream School Project, and this is Steve Schaefer.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi. And you're here to talk with us a little bit about what your experience has been like working with the Dream School Project and the amazing results that your daughter has had. Go ahead, share
Well,
with
this is an amazing day to be doing this because just last night is a perfect example of how my life has changed. My daughter Bayne's life has changed, and my ex-wife Linda's life has changed. And let me just there's so many things that I want to talk about. We haven't planned this. We haven't scripted it. It's just random after this senior awards ceremony at our high school, Jupiter High School in South Florida. Let me just say that I have a child with severe dyslexia. And last night she was I'm I'm a 56-year-old man. I'm about to start crying just telling the story, so forgive me. I have a child who's never felt worthy and felt just didn't feel good about herself. And she was on stage for her high school of over 700 kids, and she collected 5 awards last night, 4 scholarships. And it's all because of Elizabeth Dankosky's organization and what they have done for my family and for my daughter. I met Elizabeth and the organization from Facebook. And what she was talking about was, let's find out what your child likes. Let's find out what her gift is, if you will. And then let's do something really special. And we were looking, my daughter and I and Linda, my ex-wife, were looking for community service related things. And this fit right into that, but it's become far, far greater than that. And in short, here's what happened. Bayne got very lucky and found out about a criminal justice program at her school, much the way you probably have programs at your school, maybe for sciences or chess or clubs or something that your child's involved in. And Bayne's was criminal justice. She used to watch Law and Order all the time, and she just thought that was kind of cool. It's as simple as that. And so she applied to this criminal justice academy and got in, and she realized that it cost $400 a year because you go on trips and things like that. And there was a number of her friends that couldn't apply to the academy because it was going to cost $400 a year. And then even if one of her friends couldn't go on the trip because they couldn't afford it. So my daughter, Elizabeth, and her whole company had talked about a problem. What the simple question, Bayne, what problem do you see at school or in your neighborhood? Because it was like pulling teeth trying to get her to communicate and talk about her life. It was a very trying time. But because of the things that the Dream Project asked and pulled out of her, she was able to identify that this really bothered her, that these kids couldn't afford to join this academy or go on trips. And so what Bayne ended up doing was starting a nonprofit organization, a foundation, to raise money for $400 for each kid. And we just started out slow, raising money. We can tell you all about that. I mean, that's so exciting. But let me just cut to why you're crazy if you don't sign up. I mean, obviously, I'm exploding here because of what happened last night. The first thing is that my daughter began to feel really special about herself, unique, that she had something to offer, and that alone is unbelievable. Would she have gone to college? Probably. Would she have gone to the school that she really wanted to? Absolutely not. But she did. We just found out that she got into the University of Miami. This is a kid that had 900 on her SATs, 18 on her ASATs. I mean, don't you get 20 points for signing your name? I mean, Bayne, it takes her, I kid you not, 6 hours to read 25 pages. Come on. And now this kid's going to her dream school, but it's more than her dream school. She now realizes because of of this foundation and helping others, that she wants to be a prosecutor. So she's figured out what she wants to do with her life. And what that's done for me is given me just such a sense of peace, of not having to worry about her. We all worry every day about our kids, don't we? I always will, but it's a different worry. It's not, everything's going to be fine. And then it's gotten bigger than that. My ex-wife and I now work together on this foundation. And so our time together, we have a better relationship. And my daughter sees that we've got to be kind to one another. And that's a big deal. My daughter, I mean, really, I'm welling up just talking about this. And my daughter's not different than teenagers. She doesn't talk to me about what's going on. Her mother, you know, it's like pulling teeth getting stuff out of her. So I'm sure my child's just like yours. I mean, really, there's nothing. She's just a kid who likes to go to the mall and takes a lot of pictures with their phones. You know, all the stuff that your children probably do. But she's unbelievable. I mean, she's competing. Last night, she's getting pictures with all her friends with her awards on and her cap and gown, and she's one of them. She would not have even gone to the senior awards tonight if she hadn't met Elizabeth's organization. Elizabeth, from the things, you've been so gracious in taking my call, and that's when you asked me to do this, because I just called because I was exploding with humbleness, I think. I mean, I don't know how I feel. I just know that I dreaded my child going to school and not feeling good about herself. And now that's not it. She is happy and she's really, she knows she's good. And you have given my daughter Bayne, Linda and I just called my dad to tell him about what happened last night. So there's all kinds of people that you've helped. It's not just my daughter. And you can hear I'm rambling and excited. I know I haven't prepared what to say here. I'm just from my heart just saying thank you so much. And if I had any other children, they would be doing this. Absolutely. My nieces and nephews, they're doing it. I mean, anybody I can talk to. It's not like I'm sitting at a restaurant and telling people, you know, it's not like that. It's when kids are frustrated, when parents, friends of mine, and they're frustrated with their kids, you know, or they're scared about going to college, all those things. And so I just say, here, just Dream School Project, just check it out. And it's just incredible what you've done. Thank you. I thank you so much.
It is such an honor. Thank you so much. And just the last thing that I wanted to say is I remember so clearly when you first joined, or Bayne first joined the program 2 years ago, one of the things that you told me was at the end of her middle school, the teachers had said to her, we don't know if you're going to even graduate from high school. And not only has she graduated, but, you know, she's gone on to pitch her foundation to Wharton School of Business.
Yeah, let me talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
And how much what she's done has opened doors to people that are going to serve on her board and get involved with the foundation. She now has skills to talk to others, adults, and to pitch her passion, so it's opened so many doors there. But yeah, what happened was that we found out about some nonprofit consulting at the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School. And they have a nonprofit consulting that they do for free. And she went and pitched it in front of 540 Wharton students, and they picked her. My daughter. What? Are you kidding me? And so Wharton has helped her just explode this thing. I mean, we just got notification that we got another $100,000 that's being donated. It's incredible. And let me get back to, just how scared Linda and I were. She's in middle school, and we're sitting down in her special ed with her special ed teachers, and somebody says, you know, you guys have to get this expectation out of your life about your daughter. She has a 50-50 shot at getting out of high school, and that's only if a lot of things line up. Graduate from high school? She's going to her top college choice. She's raising money for kids. She's making a difference in her community. She's making a difference in my life and her family's lives. And you're telling me that she might not graduate from high school? Elizabeth, I just thought of this. I'm leaving tomorrow morning to fly to Florida from Philadelphia where we're doing this for my daughter. Well, tomorrow night, she's got another award she's up for. Will she win it? I don't know, but I'm going down because I need to participate in this. I missed last night, but I'm going, and then I'm going to stick around for graduation. I'm going to go to Marshport Elementary, and I'm going to find her teacher who said that, and I'm going to give her a big hug and thank her and tell her that she's nuts. She didn't not only graduate from high school, look at all the stuff that happened. I mean, look, we're a success story. There's, I don't know your children. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know that my daughter was this meek little, mild, scared girl who didn't think much of herself, saying that you might not graduate from high school. And now, look at this. Thank you.
So amazing. I am such an honor to share in Bayne's success and to see your joy. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything more than to see a child so lit up and doing so much good in the world, and on top of it, get into a dream school. I mean, it's just such an honor to witness.
And I'm sorry I keep rambling, but now think about it. Here's a child with dyslexia that wants to go to law school and be a prosecutor. Who thinks like that when they're in high school? And now, because of what you've done for her life, it's not just about getting into school. It's not just about community service. Those things are really important. Don't get me wrong. But, why can't this happen to everybody that you touch?
Right.
I bet it can. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Oh, amazing.